Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess, and in today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to do a chainless foundation single crochet. This is a great stitch to learn because normally when you start a project, you need to do a chain row and then work your single crochets into that chain. But this stitch allows you to complete both the chain and the single crochet at the same time. It not only helps with making things go a little bit quicker, but it also allows that chain row to have a little bit of give to it so that as you crochet up your pattern, your edges remain even. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so before we get started, we're going to go through our supplies that we need for this tutorial. So first, I'm going to be using this gray size 4 yarn. You can always tell the size of a ball of yarn just by looking on the side of the paper sleeve. There'll be a little ball of yarn with a number in it. So this is size 4 medium weight yarn, and I also suggest using a 4 or a 5 millimeter hook. So I'm going to be using this 5 millimeter hook from Crochet Society. Now before we begin, I just want to go through why we make a foundation single crochet. So sometimes when you do a chain row like this and you work off of it like you normally would, sometimes these chain rows don't have a lot of give to them. So as you're working, your tension may change, but also the stitches just may be larger and they may be more stretchy, and that can cause your project to kind of splay out like this instead of having straight edges. Because this chain is so tight, it doesn't have any give to it, and so you can't really straighten it. So this foundation single crochet is going to help with that because it allows to have that chain row have a little give to it. So to begin, we're going to do a slip knot. Now, if you need a more in-depth tutorial on how to do a slip knot, we will link a video down below in the description box that will help you with that. So I'm just going to wrap this around my finger. Do that. Pull through. Okay. Now to start our first foundation single crochet, we're going to chain 2. So yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over and pull through. So we have 2 chains on our hook. Now from here, we're going to skip this chain here, and we're going to go into the very first one that we made right here. We're going to go into this top loop, and we're also going to go into the back loop of this chain. So you should have 2 loops on your hook from the chain and 1 initial loop. You're going to yarn over and pull through. So you should have 2 loops on your hook. Now you're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through 1 loop. Now that's going to be your chain for this section. Now you're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through both loops, and that's going to be your single crochet. Now when you're looking at this, it's kind of confusing. So basically this part over here, that's your single crochet, and on the back is your chain. So we're looking at the project sideways right now. So next, we're going to insert our hook back into this chain that we made. We're going to go into this loop right here, the top loop of the chain, and the back loop again, right here. So you should have 2 loops from the chain on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through. So you have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 1, which is your chain. Yarn over and pull through 2, which is your single crochet. Like that. So now we have 2 single crochets and 2 chains. Do that again. So we're going to go through this chain we just made, and we're going to go through the 2 loops just like that. I'm going to yarn over and pull through. We're going to yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over and pull through 2. Do it again. We're going to go into this chain right here, the chain we just made, the 2 loops, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 1, that will be your chain, yarn over, pull through both loops, that will be your single crochet. Sometimes these stitches can be difficult to get into, but it's important that you're into the right stitches, so take your time. You want the 2 loops on, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through both. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochets and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. So you're going to go along and you're going to continue this until whatever pattern you're following for that amount of stitches. Now this is going to account for your first chain row and your first single crochet row. So keep that in mind when you're following your pattern, that you're doing basically 2 rows in 1 right now. Do 1 more here, 2 on our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through both. Now you'll be able to tell that this is going to have much more give to it than your normal chain and single crochet rows would, because they're done together. Once you have the desired amount of stitches for whatever pattern it is that you're following, we need to work back down the row like we normally would. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1 and we're going to flip our work so the single crochets are on top. And then we're going to work into this row like we normally would. So we're going to skip this chain here that we just made and we're going to insert into this first single crochet. We're going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through to make a single crochet. I'm going to insert into this next single crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So we are just going to continue making our single crochets all the way back down the row, making sure you don't skip that last single crochet because that's usually the one that people miss. And that's how you do a foundation single crochet. I really hope this tutorial was helpful for you. If it was, please feel free to like or subscribe to let us know that this content is what you're looking for. If you have any other video suggestions that you'd like to see, please let us know in the comments below. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a lovely day and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!